Good morning, evening, and afternoon, listeners, watchers, and welcome back to our second episode of Mr.spider Nightly Cast. Last episode, I gave you guys a bit of a small summary on the Japanese folklore of the Oni, and now we're still on that main topic of Japanese folklore. We're not done with it. We got about 4 to 5 more episodes left. I may try and combine them to skim it down a bit so we can move on to a different topic. I kind of want to get into Warhammer or any other lore-like topics, or maybe in things that's happening around the world today. May have to just do my little research here and there. But anyways, our main topic for tonight is the Nurikabe. Now, before we start, just a small request from you guys: if you're on YouTube and Spotify and you enjoyed the first episode, feel free to hit the heart button on the podcast and subscribe for both sides on YouTube and Spotify. And make sure that bell icon is also turned on because, well, YouTube likes to turn that shit off. Not playing around. They will turn everything off on your shit without you even knowing. Excuse my language. But yeah, anyways, let's move on to that. All right, now, before I get off topic, let's start talking about the Nurikabe. These dudes honestly stand out, but really, they're usually invisible, so not much known of its appearance. So you don't really get to see much people describe how it looks. But then you also get something-ish out of it. You're like, okay, I get some info, but not truly enough. Like, during the Edo period, artists began to illustrate this creature, giving it an appearance somewhere between a grotesque, fantastic beast and a flat white wall. Okay. Alright, I'm good with that. I mean, like, modern representations of the Nurikabe depicted as a plain gray bipedal wall with a vague face-like features. So a wall with a face. Okay, I mean, not bad. I don't like what I'm thinking of, but okay. I mean, the true nature of the Nurikabe is just surrounded in mystery because, like, the way they act is just not really threatening, but just odd. I mean, in some descriptions, I'll use this one from the Koei Tecmo game Nioh 1 and Nioh 2. The Nurikabe you encounter only do 2 things based off your actions. Let's say you're playing and you run into one, and now you're given 3 choices, but it's a gamble of your life because now if you choose wrong, you're about to get scrambled like an omelet. Or you may just live and see another day. But anyways, so the first option you'll either A to be passive, aggressive, or joyful. And you'll have to be given a choice to do gestures and anything that falls in the category of that gesture. Say you have to be aggressive, alright, get big on it, flex on it or something, try and yell at it, whatever. If you have to be passive, just wave at it, say hi and whatnot. But yeah, depending on that, the Nurikabe will be like, oh, okay, I like this guy. I'll let him pass. I won't even bother him. But that's in Nioh. But then during the Edo period, only way to get past the Nurikabe is where you have to tap a stick 2 times in the ground and it'll disappear and just leave you be. That's interesting, how artists depict it in folklore, of course. But then when you move on to like a game aspect, it had a little more in depth to it because, like I said, it was based off an action, what you've done, of course. Either you had to be aggressive, passive, or nice about it. But then back into folklore, they did an action, and they were able to let pass. But it was just nothing. It was nothing too in depth. It was something quick and simple, but no one really thought of it. But while you're playing Nioh 1 and 2, the game will also give you a hint by the last person who was there who got flattened, and it'll give you a short description of what happens to them. Say, for example, you walked up to a Nurikabe and you see, let's say, Bobby get flattened because of his aggressive attitude. So what you'll do is you'll do the opposite of what Bobby just did, and then the Nurikabe will bow to your respect and let you pass. And alright, man, it's not bad at all. Now, if you made it to the end of this episode, that's what's up. I appreciate that 100%. You get a round of applause. Now, and for those, well, send a snapping turtle to your front door, and when you open it, it'll snap at you. No, I'm just messing with you. I don't want nobody saying, "Hey, this dude sent a snapping turtle to my house, officer. Get him." No, I don't want any of that. Anyways, for real, thank you guys for tuning in for this like decently short episode. Wasn't too crazy, but it was something I wanted to cover because this is actually one of my favorite yokais in the Japanese folklore. One of my favorites. There's plenty more, so I will definitely be talking about those 2 when I have the time. It's a matter of either doing my research or typing it up. Typing it up doesn't even take that long. It's just research. That's the only thing I have to worry about. But yeah, honestly, I enjoy doing it. It's really fun. And talking about these things are actually pretty interesting. But anyways, thank you all for listening, watching. And now here's some more lo-fi music to keep your day going, of course. Now, this is After All by Amy's X Cult, and that's Amy's with A-M-I-E-S. That's how it's spelled. And Cult spelled by CXLT. Now, see you guys later and enjoy the short lo-fi music.